Good. I'm just up at home still. I haven't gone down as well. I was in St. Clemente about a week ago. I surfed down there for a few days, and I live up in Carboneria, so I just came back up and been resting and relaxing and hanging with the family, and then I'm gonna head back down on Saturday. It was super exciting for sure, and I mean, it's crazy every year when the season starts to think about being in the top five seems, I don't know, at least for me, someone who's never been there. I finished seventh one year, feels like a big ask. But now that I'm there, I'm just so excited to have a chance at the world title. It's pretty surreal, and just to think that it could happen if all the stars align down there at Trestles is really cool. And I think it's just different. Like for so many years we crowned our world champion the way, with the accumulation of points throughout the year and all the different breaks, which I think for surfing works really well because it's such a unique sport where um, the ocean comes into play so much, and it's hard, to pick a world champ, I think, on that one day based on a couple heats. But at the same time, for the sport and for spectating and being a part of it, it's so exciting. So it's just going to be cool to see how it plays out. And I think, I mean, it looks like the waves are going to be great, and it should be really, really fun to be a part of and to watch. Like whether I was in it or not, I was really excited as a surf fan to see this whole thing go down for the first time. Yeah, I think for me, it's been a great year, and I'm really not trying to change anything going into this event. Obviously, it's a big task at hand, and that I'm working on things, obviously, but I'm not really like trying to go back to the drawing board and change a lot. Really, just trying to like focus on what's been working this year and crank those things up a little bit. And yeah, honestly, this week I kind of just took the week to cruise and take a week off of surfing before I head down there, just because I know sometimes when I don't surf for a week, I get really excited. And it feels so good to go back in the water. So the waves are flat anyways, so it kind of was good timing. But yeah, I'm just gonna give it everything I have and try to really enjoy it and embrace the opportunity, and definitely leave nothing to chance, and yeah, try to just surf as best and compete as best as I can. For me, not really. It's for me like serving such it's such an individual thing, and everyone has a unique approach. And I know that I can't really match some of the Brazilians with their airs or anything, and I know that they're going to go to that because they're so good at those. So I'm just really going to try to focus on my strengths and getting big scores doing the surfing that I know I can do. And hopefully that'll be right there with them, and I can get the edge if I do it really well. So yeah, I think for me, it's just trying to execute like what I know I can do the best I can. And if that beats the other guy, great. If not, I know that I did my best serving on that day. Oh, for sure. I mean, surfing is so much about like your knowledge of that break and the waves. And lucky for me, I've spent a ton of time at Trestles. I've been competing there since I was 11 years old, in the Scholastic Nationals here. And that was actually the first major contest I won was at Trestles when I was 12. So it definitely feels good to have the contest here. I was really excited because we haven't had a big event here on the California mainland since we lost Trestles like 3 or 4 years ago, I think. And it's the hub of this kind of the surf world and the industry. So, and it's where I'm from. So I'm really excited to be competing on home turf, and like a lot of my family and my friends are going to come down. So that'll be really nice. And yeah, looking forward to that. Yeah, I really wish I was a part of that. It looked like an awesome experience. And I had fun watching, everyone's Instagrams and seeing the experience, kind of through their eyes. And it seemed like a great thing for the sport. I mean, you to get surfing on that platform, kind of, I guess, amongst all these other sports that are recognized so globally, is really good. And it seems like it's brought some nice attention, especially for those people who've done well, like Italo and Owen and Kanoa. It seems like it's really boosted their profiles on the men's side, obviously the women too. Um, and yeah, it's great to see, and hopefully I could be there for the next one. Yeah, For sure. Honestly, I haven't really thought that far yet. Like I've been so focused just on the events that we've been having, and then now this final event. So that obviously extended the season a little bit for me, which is great. And after that, I honestly haven't really. Fall is actually a really fun time for waves in wintertime here where I live. So I'm excited to be here for that and just get some good waves around here and spend time with my family and my friends. And besides that, I haven't planned too much yet, but I would love to go on a couple surf trips if COVID allows. I know traveling's been like so tricky lately that sometimes it's nice to just hunker down and enjoy the home time. But I definitely would love to go film a little surf movie or something, or at least a couple video parts with some friends. So we'll see. I think for me, honestly, the biggest advantage I got with the time off was using it as time off. I've been on the, I guess this is my 6th year on the tour, so -1 for COVID. And I'd just been like from a really young age, traveling a lot, competing, doing the qualifying series, getting on tour. It's kind of like, it felt like a bit of a whirlwind. And I was struggling with a couple like ongoing injuries going into that year that was supposed to start. And I was not feeling 100%. And I really, really, when the tour got canceled, I like really just focused on like my body, taking care of myself, getting healthy, and just enjoying kind of like that routine of being home a little bit that we don't usually have. And then surfing a ton. And I changed my equipment too. I started riding different surfboards in that time off. And that gave me like a nice year to really use those boards and figure them out and work with that shaper. And then, yeah, I tried to change, I mean, not necessarily change my surfing a ton, but try to be a bit more radical, like in my approach. And I got to work on some turns and build, I felt like on my repertoire a little bit, and then just feel really comfortable and ready to travel by the end of that time off. So I think all those things kind of combined. I know that's kind of a long-winded answer, but they really helped me going into this last season for sure. Cause I felt like I felt like totally rejuvenated and fired up to go back on the road. Whereas when the tour was going to start, I was kind of just like tired, kind of like limping through it. Like I got to, hopefully I can hang on for this year, and then get to the next time off and get healthy. So yeah, it just feels so good to have your body work well. And then in turn, that helps you surf well and feel good and feel confident, at least for myself. My most rewarding part, probably just like how much I've been enjoying it. In years past, like especially when I was younger, I felt like I had to work so hard to stay on the tour. And this year I kind of got to this place where I was like, you know what? I'm still working hard. I'm doing the things I know are going to help me do well, but I really just want to like be a bit more present and really like enjoy the trips and do some other things. And my girlfriend travels with me, so we were just always like, I was surfing a ton, like doing everything I needed to do to be prepared for the event. But then we'd go check out cool sites on lay days and like really enjoy all the places that we were in. And just I think that overall like fun, happy, uplifting sort of vibe when you travel transcends into like the heats and the surfing for me. And that seemed like it really helped. So I think that's been the most fun, was like traveling with her and enjoying all our trips and all these fun moments and places.